So here we have, for the moment, our final Greenie update. I've reassembled the machine completely. We have changed the seat to a new old stock seat, and we put on these beautiful nickel, correct, Eaton early short narrow caps. We had to replace the shift knob, which are on earlier videos, because it did not come with the machine. Somebody had stolen it prior to my getting the machine. Big surprise there. So we've disassembled and cleaned a lot of stuff, the gas line, the oil lines, that sort of stuff. And to me, in my opinion, to preserve this stuff for the decades to come, one should disassemble as much as possible and clean it. That's the difference between nasty rusty and clean and preserved. So we even put the ground coil back on. So I want to, as I mentioned on the other video, I want to get some more experience in completely disassembling these machines, rebuilding them, retool for motor and tranny, get my eyes where they're supposed to go. I've decided that Greenie just screams out for the white face carb. There's just no doubt the history of this bike, but we're going to put the correct 40 white face back on it. And so I'll probably leave the rear leg, unless I find a new old stock sweated leg someday, somewhere. And I'll probably leave the horn. But you never know. I might find a really bitchin' 9-bolt horn and go, woo, stick it on. So we'll figure that out whenever the bike goes back together. But see, like these spokes, those could be so nice and clean and pretty and Gibbs and wow and ooh and woo, and this bike could just sparkle. Oh my God. So when the time comes, it's too important to be safe with this machine. It really needs to come apart. If I know what I got, I'm not going to scatter something. Everything's right. It'll go wow, wow, woo. It'll run just perfect. But I need to get a little bit more experience under my belt. It's been 20 years since I've done a motor or tranny, and you got to relearn everything. So, but she's back together. I want to enjoy the bike together, and everybody else can see her in the pile, and we'll eventually get back to Greenie at some point in the future. But for now, we can see her in all her splendor and glory, just like she is. So, that there was some chrome when new is obvious. The shifter arm, the shift gate, that sort of stuff. The side panels. But if you look, the primary cover is nickel. Not primary cover, the derby cover is nickel. The primary cover is chrome. The chain guard is nickel. Maybe it came that way. It's all the same patina. It's been there a long time. Well, we don't know if somebody changed it in, say, 1950 or 1946 when it came in for that Speedo. Or maybe the guy dented the cover or something. We don't know. We don't have that history. But if I find other nickel pieces that fit the machine, just like those gas caps, that actually fit and blend in well, we're going to go ahead and change it. So the history of the bike is nothing can take it away, and I think that would preserve it better if I managed to find those pieces. And there's a reason why it's got that nickel battery cover. That's not exactly common to be nickel. Chrome, black, yes. Nickel, no. So there she is. Beautiful, sparkly Hollywood green. It's an honor to own this machine. It's a very deep honor. So very grateful to have her back together now. And we can just enjoy her just like that for the next couple of years. It'll be a while. We've got bikes to do. We've got to do our 38. We got to do Mr. Bill. We got to do baby over there. If everything was just perfect and the shop was just perfect and nothing was an issue, just rock it together. Each bike you're looking at a couple of years, and that's 6 years if I did one here and one here and one here. I'm hopefully going to be able to set this up where I can do up to 4 machines at one time. That would be ideal. One thing at a time. I've got so much organization still to do. Probably a year just to set the shop up. So, meanwhile, Greenie can be just like that and wait. So I'll probably do our 40 before I do Greenie, our police knuckle. And I think I'm going to try and make this one go ba-doo, and our 41 without pulling them apart. Simply because they have, Greenie hasn't run since the early 70s. This is 2016. That's a long time. It's one thing to get a bike back going that's been sitting 10 or 20 years. Another thing that's been sitting 40, 50, 60 years is a total different issue. And you can be in a real high-end environment and still get condensation inside the motor tranny and destroy stuff. I've seen it happen. And the bike looks like it's brand new. Our Peacock Green is perfect. The whole front end was frozen solid with rust. The transmission, top gears were rusted off. They're destroyed. If I'd run it like that, I'd blown a tranny case. How do we know? We pulled it apart. So, remember that beautiful Peacock Green we had, that beautiful pan head? Well, part of that money went into Greenie. Greenie was not cheap. It was 4 high-end bikes to get this motorcycle in here. 4 beautiful high-end bikes. Like, oh my God. So, here she is. Hope everybody enjoys seeing her back together again. It's going to be some time before we get back to this beautiful machine. That's why I reassembled her. I want to enjoy this bike together instead of apart. See the difference between nickel and chrome? Those handlebars were nickeled. That's nickel. You see the difference between chrome and nickel. Those are nickeled handlebars. That's a special order, man. This whole bike is a special order. It's so cool. So, if they forgot to write something down, they would have just given them the chrome package. But there we go. So one of the things I need to find for Greenie, if anybody finds it, I do need, besides the nickel pieces, I need another flower. Got good stag's flowers, but one of our flowers is dead. Dead flower. Can't have a dead flower on this motorcycle. We need to have a nice juicy flower. So, somebody finds it, look at the exhaust. Those are nickel. That's not chrome. Look at the clutch rod. That is nickel. It's not chrome. That's all. Wrote it down very specifically. I went nickel, 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 nickel. And look how nice these rocker nuts are. Somebody put those on. We don't know what Wayne Pierce's Harley Davidson dealership. We don't know. Somewhere between here and there, this happened, that happened. Did a top end. It's a high mile bike. When was the top end done? Put new nuts on. So all that little stuff. I mean, if he's writing down the nickel for the distributor cover, those are probably nickel. They certainly didn't survive in that kind of shape. So we're going to re-nickel it as much as we can over time by the time we actually finish this bike with original nickel, nothing redone. Put it back as close as I can to how she was in her glory heyday. That's preservation. That's how you preserve a machine. Do the detective work, figure out what it was, and put it back as close as what it was, keeping everything original patina, original paint. And to me, that's fun. That's as fun, or more fun in many ways, than riding a motorcycle. I'm weird, I guess. I don't know. So, long video of just looking at the bike, but see, I can look at Greenie anytime, and you guys can't. So, I'm just trying to share the bike. She's never been out since the auction. And there's too many loose things. I'm not going to take it out. You follow? It's not going to come out until I've taken it down and put it back. And then, maybe, take the bike out. So this is my way of sharing the machine with everybody out there who cares to watch Greenie. not too many people come over here. To keep it that way. So, thank you to the bike gods who sent this lovely bike to me. I'm very appreciative. And there she is. And we will do our very, very best to keep everybody updated when the times come. We found this, we did that, and so forth. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.